3 Indian sailors were killed in an American strike. The U.S. military admitted to hitting the boat off the coast of Oman. The attack took place on June 9th. New Delhi strongly condemned the attack. The U.S. Charge d'Affaires was summoned twice. Indian Foreign Minister Dr. S Jaishankar, after speaking to his American counterpart, said, and I quote, "India's strong protest at the attacks by the U.S. Navy in the Gulf that killed 3 Indian mariners, such lethal actions against commercial shipping are not justified." The U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio refused to admit the killing of Indian nationals, let alone showing any remorse. Instead, his statement carried a warning. The statement from Rubio's office says, and I quote, "The 2 officials discussed recent events in the Strait of Hormuz." The Secretary stressed that all commercial vessels should immediately comply with orders from U.S. forces as they seek to uphold peace and security in that strait. He underscored that violations of the U.S. blockade and the illicit transport of Iranian oil will not be tolerated. Clearly, Washington and New Delhi are not on the same page. There is fury in India. The families of the sailors who were killed are seeking justice. At least 3 commercial ships with Indian crew members have been attacked by U.S. forces in the West Asia region since June 8th. The MT Setebello was transiting the Sea of Oman laden with Iranian oil when a U.S. aircraft fired precision munitions into its engine room, causing a fire, sending smoke billowing into the air and sparking a large rescue operation. The 3 men were found dead following the attack on the Palau-flagged vessel. The U.S. military says the attack came after the crew repeatedly failed to comply with instructions from American forces enforcing the blockade. Tehran, reacting to the death of the Indian sailors, called the incident armed robbery and state piracy. Clearly, after tariffs, this issue has emerged as a big point of friction between India and the United States. The timing is particularly delicate, coming days before Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to meet President Donald Trump on the sidelines of the G7 Leaders Summit in France next week. While White House announced that the 2 leaders will be holding a bilateral meeting, some tough questions are likely to be raised during that meeting.